Questions. I see somebody. I don't know. I think it's you. I don't know.
That doesn't count.
That's like not the best angle.
I'm like, that didn't count. No, please.
Oh, I see one, Leticia.
Okay, so then it's working.
And let me just touch base with. Hi, Leti. Can you hear me? Or is it Salvador? It might be Salvador.
Maybe.
Okay, here's Connie. Okay, I see people joining. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I see that there are a few of you jumping online, so let's give everyone a minute to jump on. It looks like it's taking a little bit longer to let people in today. Okay, I should have Cynthia, Connie, Ethel. Ethel's about to join.
Hi.
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 How are you?
Doing well. Let's see. Who else is?
So we have everyone's, you can tell everyone's just starting to jump on. So we'll give everyone a few minutes.
So when you want to send that,
Do you know by any chance if Gilbert's jumping on? Is he having any issues?
I believe.
I know sometimes it takes a little while.
Let me see.
3-4 sentences with detail.
Let me send it to Gilbert and Angela, the code.
Okay.
I thought it was sent to them. Let's see.
You know what? I don't think I changed Marcos's phone number. He's gonna need a code to get in.
I got it, don't worry.
Okay. How are you guys doing today?
Happy Wednesday. Happy
Wednesday, right? Halfway through the week. Love your glasses. Those are so cute.
Ah, thanks. They just there's this website that I get them from, and I have like all sorts of colors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they real or are they just like?
Oh, yeah. I'm blind without my prescription. Yeah.
You're gonna have to give me that email because I need to update these.
Yeah.
All right, I see Angela's about to jump on. There's Gilbert, so let's give them just a few minutes to log in. Awesome. It looks like everyone's starting to jump on. We've got Oscar, Salvador, Gilbert, Angela. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, so I see that Gilbert's on, but I don't see. Let me see.
Where is he?
It's Carrie here.
Oh, he's okay. He's probably just getting his stuff together. I do see his video. So we'll just give it a couple more minutes, guys. The lender just jumped on. This is Gilbert in his area. You guys can see him. And then part of his team is going to be Miss Cynthia and
Hi.
Angela. You should be able to see both of them now. So both of them are, all three of them are part of the Home Plate Mortgage team. Okay, we're just going to give Gilbert a few more minutes so he can jump on and we can get started.
A call probably came in or something.
Yeah, I'm like, where did he go? Well, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and give you guys some starting notes for all the realtors that are watching. So we are going to be meeting with a group of lenders today. They have been in the industry for a few years now. I'll wait until Gilbert jumps on to give them a proper introduction. But in the meantime, if you are here for the training, guys, please take notes and pay attention. We put these together for you, not just so that you can meet these lenders, but it's going to be a very informative training for you all. Regardless of whether you're brand new or you've been in for some time, take the time to really be present in this training. Make sure you're taking notes. If you don't take notes and you're listening to a training or you're reading a book or watching a video, the amount of information that you remember is about 90% less than what you will remember if you write it down. So please take this serious, take your notes, give yourself that hour to just, be present, and then please be courteous to everybody. Once we start the training, if you can please put your microphone on mute. So if you haven't already muted your mic, please do that. That way everybody has a chance to listen to the training. And then if you guys can hold all your questions till the end, we will have a portion to be able to do the question and answer. Do some questions and answers with the lenders as soon as they're done, giving us their information. And Michelle's about to jump on. Let me let her in. I was hoping Gilbert would be ready now. Girls, can one of you reach out to him, please? All right, for everybody that missed it, good morning. We are just waiting on one more person to jump on, and we can go ahead and start the training. But in the meantime, if you missed it, I was just reminding everybody to please put your microphones on mute so that it gives everybody the opportunity to listen in on the training. Please make sure that you're paying attention and taking notes. When you do not take notes, the amount of information that you're able to retain is about 90% less than if you're just listening. So take the time to be really present in this training. Make sure that you're writing down notes. If you have any questions, write them down and hold them till the end of the training, and we will get to your questions, okay? There he is, the man of the hour.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, ladies. No worries. So without further ado, good morning, Gilbert. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Thank you. So I just gave everybody that's on some quick instructions. I did ask everyone to mute their mics. Ladies, Angela, Cynthia, just remember you're on mute right now. So when you need to talk, unmute yourself. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So we have a good, about 10 agents that are logged in right now. that you guys are gonna, you know, have the opportunity to speak to. And we are also recording this training. So if anybody has to leave early, you have an appointment to get to, or you have to take a phone call, we will be recording this, and then we'll make it available for you guys to watch at a later date, okay? So today with our training, we've brought you Home Plate Mortgage. This is a local team here in El Paso, a group of lenders that was established in 2018. I believe altogether you all have more than, 12 years of experience between the three of you, Gilbert?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Home Plate Mortgage also specializes in VA, FHA, conventional, and USDA loans. And they just have a wide range of programs to choose from to be able to help you all's clients. So without further ado, I will go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourself as well.
Awesome. Good morning, everybody. And again, thank you for jumping on. So just wanted to give you a little background about our company. I've been in business. I've been an actual loan officer 11 years now. And I opened up my company. I'm actually going on 2 years and 2 months. So definitely
Congratulations.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And when I opened up the company, I had the opportunity, we can go as a retail branch or as what we call brokers, wholesale lenders. So after, you know, doing a lot of homework on my end, we decided to open up the company as an actual broker, wholesale lender. And, you know, a lot of huge difference between a retail branch and what I do on my end. So on my end, I have several lenders across the nation that I am set up with. So pretty much we have a niche for every program that's out there. And what I'm going to do for you guys is I am going to waive what they call 1% origination fee. And then we're also going to waive an $8.95 underwriting fee. So any actual clients that you have for us, you know, just mention this meeting and we'll definitely make sure that we waive all those fees. As a wholesale lender, you know, again, there's a lot of things that we can do on our end to help your clients out and, you know, obviously to help you guys out as real estate agents as well. Interest rates are huge. Everyone knows all-time lows, so on and so forth. I mean, I'm locking loans at 2.375, 2.5, 2.625. So, you know, definitely anything you guys need, please let us know. I want to say our biggest thing is just customer service, and that's going to be to you guys as real estate agents as well. Because our job is to educate you. So definitely, you know, we're going to drop our information. I have on the call right now Cynthia and Angela. Cynthia is actually my tenured person. She's been with me the longest. Then Angela is actually my little sister. So pretty awesome that I got her involved. And then I have Benjamin Ortiz, and then I do have Jessica Mesa as well, which they're not on the call, but definitely I have a team. And that's our job, is just to make sure we come in here and any questions you guys have as far as programs, as far as, you know, pre-qualifications, you know, anything like that. We're a smaller group, so we want to dedicate ourselves to you guys, and we want to make sure that we're available, you know, weekends, evenings, so on and so forth. We're like you, we don't get paid until the loan closes. So we're going to work our, you know, what's off to make sure that each one of these loans close. And we're very thorough, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but definitely we're gonna break down every single scenario per client, and you guys will have you'll have the knowledge. Okay, is this client going to be a little bit more borderline? Why is it going to be borderline? Stuff like that. And I think as a lender, we need to relay that over to you as real estate agents, and we need to do the same, you know, to our clients as well. That way, everyone involved in the transaction understands if there is a little hiccup or if there's, you know, little red flags here and there, what we need to do to accomplish and get those red flags taken care of. So, you know, that's pretty much what we do as a company.
Thank you, Gilbert. And something that you said, a couple of things that you said that stood out. First, if anybody didn't catch it, he said that they're waiving the origination fee. They're waiving a 1% fee that your client gets charged. That's huge, you guys. Loans are expensive. So for your lender to waive the 1% origination fee because they're a wholesale lender is a huge advantage to you and your client. Remember, we are also in the business of saving our clients money, and and really positioning them with the best people possible. So, you know, one of the things that I love about Gilbert and his team is that they're very big on educating and being a part of the process. I've talked to some of you realtors already about it. And if I haven't yet, I'm going to keep talking about it. You have to build your team. You're going to have a team. As an agent, you're going to have a team of lenders. It might just be one group, it might be several lenders, but you have to build a good, solid team with your lenders that you work well with. You understand how they work, they understand how you work, and you all work as a team with your transactions. So whenever we come in contact with a team like this, where it's not just the one lender, Gilbert, but he has his team also, and he's growing his team. The reason that he grows his team is because he's got enough business to be able to feed his team members and be able to provide more to us as realtors, and everything that he's learned, he's passing it on to his lenders as well. So, you know, look out for these traits when you're choosing a lender. They should be willing to give you that extra time to train you and educate you, just the same way that we would do the same for our lenders, because it is a team effort at the end of the day. So picking a lender for your team, that's a huge step that all of you need to start looking into. And really, that's one of the reasons that I brought them on here. I want you, if you like what you hear today from these lenders, please reach out to them and get a consultation one-on-one with them and give them an opportunity to work with you, because I would not put somebody in front of you if I didn't know that they were going to be able to really be able to offer you and your clients exactly what you need. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to jump into the questions. Gilbert, you've devoted almost a decade of your life to real estate, into the real estate industry. Why?
You know what? It's back to what you're saying, education. When I bought my house, I actually was not a loan officer, so I didn't have that customer service. When I did my loan, I didn't know what I was doing. So I think, and this is huge. I think home ownership is huge, and I love helping people, and my team and I love helping people. And when we get that phone call, when we get that text message after the transaction's done, like, we truly appreciate everything that you did for us in this transaction. And, it's a great feeling. It really is. And it's awesome because we look back and it's like, we think of it as it's our job, but at the same time, it's like we're helping families get into homes. And since I opened up my company in 2018, I mean, we closed 250 families plus, and I'm proud of that.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
And again, it's because of my team, and I can't take credit for all of it, and I never will, but I mean, that's something I'm proud of. I really am. I look back and I look at my list and I get my text messages and my phone calls is, thanking me and, hey, look, I did this to my backyard and that, and that's huge. I love that. It makes me feel great. So yeah, that's a huge part right there.
That's awesome. And yeah, I mean, helping people is really, I mean, it's part of the job. It's really that, everyone has their own driving force, but remember, at the end of the day, we are positioning these people with one of the biggest moves of their lives. So we want to make sure that not only are we offering the best service, but our team is offering the best service. Our team consisting of our lenders, our title officers, escrow officers, inspectors, everybody that's involved with the transaction. We want to make sure that we're setting them up with the best from beginning to end. So that's awesome. So you've been in the industry for so long, you've kind of seen everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. What's one piece of advice that you could offer to new realtors that are looking to stay in the industry for as long, if not longer, than you have?
I think it's gonna be education. Just educating yourself. Have a mentor. Sit down if you don't understand something, and it's a cliche answer for what I'm going to say, but ask. You really, really have to ask. And I was one of those persons where I was kind of hesitant, like, I don't want to ask this question because it might sound dumb, whatever it may be. But when I started, I got with my account executives and I asked them, okay, what do I need to do in this scenario? Or this might sound crazy, but what if we do this or that or whatever? And your mentor, your account executive, someone like yourself, that's the biggest thing, is just learning. Just learn as much as you can. ask as many questions as you can.
Mhm.
I'm huge on structure. If you can, create a structure. My team and I have, I mean, I love our structure. We have a structure when a loan comes in, when the lead comes in, we all have a part, we all have a structure in that. As real estate agents, try to figure out as you start getting your clients and you start hearing the same questions over and over, beat them to the question, say, hey, you know what? And, let's, address this and that and wherever it may be. And at that point, you're building that rapport with that client. Because a client, what they want to know, they don't want to be sold, I guess you could say. They want to know that you genuinely care about them and you're looking out for them. So if you build that rapport with them and they know that they can trust you, I mean, they're going to love you. They're going to stick with you from the beginning to the end, and they're going to refer a ton of business over to you as well because you took care of them.
Right. And for new agents right now, a lot of your business is new business, but really the goal is for you as the years go by to start getting referral business, because referral business is really the best type of lead, is when you get a referral. There's no pitch, there's no sell. They're coming to you already liking you and trusting you because somebody that they like and trust is referring you over. So definitely the end goal. And I like what you said about structure. I think for everybody that's involved with the program right now or has been coming to the trainings, a big part of this is getting organized, staying educated first of all, and then getting organized. So it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but hopefully working together and with the right people, this is the whole point of these trainings. Okay. So most of our agents that are watching right now are new or newer. Can you tell us what the most commonly used mortgages are that every realtor should know about?
Definitely. So we are really big on FHA and conventional programs as well. So FHA and conventional are going to be your standard programs to put your actual borrowers into. The reason I like FHA is FHA is going to help us with the clients that don't have the highest credit scores. So FHA is a government-backed loan, and it allows us to do actual loans with lower credit scores. Conventional is a little bit tougher because they're going to want you to have, a higher actual credit score, and then they require you to have a lower debt ratio as well. On my FHA loans, I mean, I've been getting FHA loans approved about 52, 53%. Sometimes we'll get, sometimes we'll try to go up a little bit higher, but we try to stay within that range. And conventional, with all this COVID stuff happening right now, unfortunately, they're a little bit tighter. So they're going to be definitely below 50% debt ratio that they look for. And sometimes these actual deals have to be below 45%. So we're going to run it through our systems and see where we get the approval, whether it be FHA and conventional. And at that point, that's when we actually relay it over to the borrower. Hey, this is the benefit of going FHA. This is the benefit of going conventional. As you mentioned earlier, our bread and butter is our VA loans. But obviously you do have to be a veteran in order to go VA. So that's why FHA conventional is a little bit more popular. But yeah, definitely VAs are bread and butter. On our VA loans, I mean, I would say maybe, and I don't want to over exaggerate, but maybe 7, 8 out of our 10 closings are VA loans. So if you guys do want to get educated on VA loans and how to actually go about them, because our veterans have several questions. So I want to make sure you guys are educated when the veteran asks about the particular VA loans. You have active duty, you have civilians, you have first-time usage. I mean, there's just a lot that goes into play. So maybe if you want to get with us one-on-one, we can do VA training, or at a later date, if you want to host a training, we can do VA or whatever it may be. USDA is another huge program that a lot of people are not utilizing. And USDA is going to be a majority of Horizon and Anthony, Texas. And we actually have a USDA map that we can forward over to you. But I mean, I love USDA. And there's an actual area in the Far East Side out by Pebble Hills High School that does qualify for USDA as well. So not a lot of people know that, but definitely, I can educate you when it comes to USDA loans, VA loans. Obviously, FHA and conventional are gonna be the top ones.
Okay, so just to reiterate, Gilbert said conventional, FHA, VA, and USDA. So VA, remember this is for military, so not everybody's going to qualify it, military or past military. Conventional, because of COVID, guidelines have gotten a little bit stricter. They got stricter on FHA too, right? They got
Yes, ma'am.
stricter for everybody, but conventional was already a little more tight to begin with. So you're going to have, your conventional is going to be for your clients with better credit scores and less debt. Your FHA is the one that we use up left and right here in El Paso, right? Because it's a little bit more lenient. Credit scores don't have to be as great. Debt to income ratios, they can have a little bit more debt and still have the possibility of qualifying. And then USDA is specific to certain areas in El Paso. And correct me if I'm wrong, this one is the one with down payment assistance, correct?
No, ma'am. Actually, it's a zero down program.
The zero down, okay.
But it's not considered down payment assistance program.
Oh, okay.
So the difference is some down payment assistance programs are going to carry a second lien, and then down payment assistance programs have higher interest rates. So with this particular USDA program, there is no second lien, and our actual interest rates very low on that as well.
Nice. Okay, so no second lien. That's great, guys. That's just one less thing for your client to have to worry about. And then the fact that they can still get good interest rates. So if you have a client that is low on cash, that's looking to buy in the Horizon or Anthony area, they might qualify for the USDA. That might be an option for them, in which case they do not have to pay a down payment. So those are your basics, okay? He threw out a lot of numbers and ratios. He's the lender. Let him be the expert in that. Little by little, you'll start picking up on it and you'll start learning it. You can always ask your lender, but for right now, he gave you the 4 loans that you really have to just keep in mind. And whenever you get a lead and you get a client and they're telling you more or less what their situation is, now you have a little bit of information to be able to provide the lender with. Even if you don't remember what the loans are, at least you know more or less what questions to ask so that you can point the lender in the right direction when they speak to them. So it might be good to ask, are you ready with a down payment, or are you looking for down payment assistance? Are you previous military? Would you qualify for a VA loan? How's your credit score looking? And these are the types of questions that help us better assess more or less where our client's going to be. At the end of the day, the lender will do this, but it's really just something that that you should kind of get into the habit of learning for yourself, because the more information that we have, the better we can position our clients. Actually, that kind of goes into my next question, which is, what questions should a realtor ask a purchasing client before referring them over to you, and what should they not ask and leave alone? I'll let you answer that, because you really know when we bring them in, what are we saying too much about and what are we not asking enough about?
Awesome. So actually, I created a little breakdown, and what I do is with our newer agents, I do one-on-one trainings with them, or we, have Zoom meetings. Well, before it wasn't Zoom meetings, but now we do. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to look off screen and I'm going to go over, and if you guys want to write this down, this is how my team and I actually pre-screen clients. I'm not saying that you guys should do it by the T, but it's, it's a quick little breakdown of what we look for.
This is the sheet that you sent me, right?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
You know what? I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. So you can go ahead. I'm gonna share the screen, but I'll pull it up in the while you get started also. That way they can look at it.
Awesome.
And this is something that Gilbert created for you guys. So we will be emailing this to you after the training as well, okay?
And then what I'll do is I'll also send you my program flyer as well. I apologize. I totally forgot to send that to you.
Okay. The program for what?
It's a program flyer. It just goes over our FHA.
Oh,
convention.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have had this pulled up already.
No, you're good.
All right, there it is. Can everybody see this okay?
Okay. So I'm pretty much gonna start off with, and this is the way that we pre-screen our clients, and this is another great way of building rapport with them. So the first thing that I ask them, or as a team that we ask them, is comfort range. We always start with comfort range. What are you comfortable paying per month? Because once you ask them that, at that point, that
Hang
rapport
on, Gil.
starts.
Hang on, somebody's not on mute. Guys, can you mute your screen, please? Because it's difficult for everyone to hear. Who's not on mute? You're about to give a bunch of really good information, and I can hear somebody in the background. Give me 1 second. Who is it?
He got from me and he got from the sales. So he was back. So
Angie.
I can't do it on the street because
I think it's Angie. Can you text her? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. So the very first thing I jump into is comfort range.
Mhm.
I build rapport right off the bat with the client and ask them, okay, what are you comfortable paying per month? And that's when the client's going to come out, well, you know what, I feel comfortable paying, you know, $1,000, you know, $2,000, $2,500, whatever it may be. So I take note, okay, comfort range, boom, you know, whatever it may be. And then I jump into location. Okay, well, what part of town are you looking at purchasing your house? And at that point, they're going to let me know, you know what, I'm looking at, you know, West Side, East Side, Horizon, wherever it may be. And at that point, I'll know, okay, can we jump and get them into a USDA loan? You know, what are we looking at more or less, you know, what type of program that we're going to go in there. The next one that I like going into, and, you know, this is something that you guys might, you know, want to do on your end as well, is going to be employment history. So we do need a 2-year employment history. On this sheet, it says the same line of field, but actually I have lenders where we don't need you in the same line of field for 2 years. I just need to make sure that you have 2 years of W-2 income. So that's the one question I'll ask them is, how long have you been with your employer? If they've been with their employer over 2 years, great. If they haven't been with their employer for 2 years, then what we turn around and do is we kind of, you know, break down, okay, when is your 2 years, or do you have previous employment to complete the 2-year history? A huge thing right there is we can actually use education as far as their 2 years. So we have clients that have just graduated with their bachelor's degree or a technical school or whatever it may be. We can utilize the actual school or the education towards the 2-year history. We do have several nurses that, you know, they graduated with their degrees and, you know, they received their offer letters. Based on the offer letter and then based on them completing their school, that completes the 2-year history. So they don't have to actually go in there and be with their employer for X amount of time. There's different, you know, trade schools, technical schools that we can utilize their education to take care of that as well.
That's awesome, guys. I didn't realize that right when I started. I thought that we had to have 2 years of work history. So, you know, just to emphasize, we can have 2 years of education before that. So like if you're getting a new nurse, you know, somebody that's been in school, they're about to graduate, but they already have the, their contract letter for their new employment, that still works. So don't think that just because they don't have 2 years of work history, they're not going to qualify. If they have the 2 years of education, they might still qualify. A nurse would be the great example for that.
Definitely. The other thing that we're going to ask for is we ask the client, okay, are you a W-2 employee or are you a 1099 employee?
Mhm.
I'm not too sure if you guys know the difference, but a W-2 employee, that means your taxes are actually coming out of your pay stubs each month. And 1099 employee, usually self-employed employees, self-employed borrowers, with these borrowers, they don't have taxes coming out of their actual pay. So at the end of the year, the way I say it is, when I talk to our self-employed clients, is 1099 employees, we make great money, but when it comes to paper, you know, we tend to write stuff off, because at the end of the day, if we claim all our income, that's what we owe taxes on. So, you know, at the end of the day, what we do on our 1099 employees is we request the 2 years of tax returns. And then what we do is whatever the client actually claims on the tax return, we give them credit for that. So it's a 24-month average or a 2-year average of the 1099 income. So that's why it's huge, W-2 or 1099. If you hear a client's 1099, just know if you send them to us, we're not going to run credit. We're not going to do any of that stuff until we see their taxes and until we work the income for them. Once we work the income, if everything looks solid, at that point, that's when I let them know, okay, I can give you X amount in income. Let's move forward in running credit.
Mhm.
The other thing is there's clients that are paid per hour. There's clients that are paid salary. So those are the things that we ask, because that's how we give them credit. You will receive clients that have commissions, overtime, bonuses. So what we do on our end is we're not going to guess as to what their average is for commission, overtime, and bonuses. So anytime you have a client that has overtime, bonuses, or commission, you need a 2-year average of that actual income. So what we do is we do a verification of employment, and before we give you guys a thumbs up, we're going to make sure we have those VOEs back and make sure we have all that income worked out properly for you guys.
So I want to touch on that really quick. First, I think all of you should know what a 1099 employee is, because most all of you are. Something to keep in consideration, because, you know, I do promote that our realtors invest in real estate also, is, you know, if you are a new realtor, even if you're not a new realtor, just make it a habit to speak to your lenders, speak to your tax advisors, your CPAs, and make sure that you're positioning yourself in a place where you too can buy a property. So I know a lot of realtors that write everything off because they don't want to pay taxes the next year. But in reality, that hurts us when it comes time to try to buy a house for ourselves, right, Gilbert? Because then it shows like we have no income. So this is also part of, you know, the ongoing training and learning from your lenders, is not just learning for your clients, but learn for yourself. You know, it's different when you're learning for yourself, because you're really gonna absorb that information, and this could be the difference between you investing in your own real estate this year or having to wait another 2 years because you didn't set yourself up correctly. So what I like to do at the beginning of the year is talk to my lender and talk to my CPA and my tax advisor and ask them, hey, more or less, how much do I need to put aside for taxes? That way I'm saving as the year goes by, and at the end or at the beginning of the year, I owe what I owe. It doesn't hurt me. It's there. It's already waiting for me. We can't run away from the taxes. If I were to write everything off, I would never qualify for a home. So that's just a little extra that I'm going to throw in there, but it's because I really want to hone in on the fact that, you know, somebody that's successful in real estate, it's not because they just write everything off, but, you know, they're learning for themselves too. And I'm hoping that all you lenders also, that everybody's investing in real estate too. Like we need to invest in ourselves, and real estate is a great place to start. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. But again, these are questions that the lender is going to ask. You don't have to get too deep into that, but this is nice information to know.